Today at Boat Rehab TV, we're on part 2 for the 2022 Super Air Nautique. So on the last episode, we got the 2 or 3 major areas. We got some glass on there. So we had to focus on those first from having the 3610 on the backing of the gunwale here. Start knocking this glass down because we have to get it sanded so we can add more. So not only we have to build up a lot of glass right here in this area, we also need to do a final laminate in a few sections across the entire gunwale. So we're gonna be doing sanding, shaping, and then getting into the metal flake and spraying gel coat. In the fiberglass industry, it's a little bit different. So we're not using like base coat, clear coat like in the automotive industry. And this is a composite where it has to be repaired, sanded and shaped from pretty much both sides. So we're gonna do that and then take you guys with us so we can see any kind of issues that we may run into, because honestly, this boat's kind of going a little too smooth, so something's prone to go wrong. So just stay tuned, watch to the end of the video, and at 5,000 subscribers, we will be giving away a free jet ski to a subscriber in the States. Guys, so just a little update here. We are using just a solid color base white gel coat as our primer, because once you have so many different colors of filler glass and such, it makes the entire surface area kind of hard to see. So like you do your glass work, it'll feel good, it'll look good, you'll block it out, and it'll look fine over a large area like this. Once you get a solid color on there, everything kind of changes from there. It's like I can already see we're a little bit low on this one body line right here, and there's a couple of other low spots. I'm trying to put it where it's easy to see on camera, but for the most part, it's blocked out, it's flat. We got a few low spots we got to take care of. I'm going to go ahead and spray a coat of PVA over this, a thin coat, and then pull this line before it gets too cured so I can mask it up and then spray black. I'm going to throw you guys on the tripod since Danny's not here at the moment to film, and we're going to get this sucker going. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure you check out boatrehabtv.com. I'll drop it in the link in the description, put it somewhere in this video right here. Sanding materials, abrasives, compounds, polishes, Super Slick 2000, you name it, it's on there. And we will have a small suggestions box. If you are a repair shop and there's something that we're missing on there, send us an email, or in that suggestion box, it'll email us. Be more than happy to get that product available for you guys. We're gonna get back to it and continue this process and see what we can figure out with this boat, because it's time to get it back on the water and back to the customers. Alrighty, so the time has finally come. We have this thing ready for gel coat. I mean, we're taped up. We got that line right finally. It took some time, honestly, a lot of time. A lot of blocking, guide coat, reblocking, guide coat, reblock. We've got all the metal flake covered up right now, and we're about to spray the white gel coat. And then right here, I've got a couple custom colors that you'll probably have seen me tint. We'll throw that in the video as well. Tinting Gelcoat didn't take too long, actually. This color is very close. I mean, it's so close. We're doing this large of an area. We're gonna blend it in and it'll be just fine. So right now I'm about to mix up this gel coat. So we're gonna be using a 10% sanding aid. That way we can just come back to it in a few hours. It'll be dull, no shine, and it'll be ready to sand without gumming up the paper. Technically it's blue. It says steel blue, but it looks silver. It's a confusing color, but it's really good when the sun hits it. So we're gonna mix this up last. Some clear gel coat, metal flake, and then spray over our repair area. Tomorrow we're gonna come back, sand and refinish it, get the tower back on, and this thing should be ready to go. So we've had a few complications, not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to pull this insert panel back out because I need to get the wiring harness itself, and you know, it's kind of hanging down right now. So I'm gonna fix that. Other than that, we got the dash mounted back in. It's not bolted up all the way. Kind of kept everything loose. All right, so we got to a point in the repair where I like to just wash the boat. Yeah, we're just gonna pull it out, get it cleaned up, wash it, and then pull it back inside and just kind of minimize all the dust content. So we've got the metal flake all sanded back down. I had a little oopsie, and while I was spraying, I didn't pay attention to my blend area. You know, sometimes you think it's gonna look fine once you get clear on it. It's not the case. These boats, the clear, I guess it's just not like a high grade clear, so it yellows really quick. With that being said, you've got a brand new clear, and it has like a purplish hue to it. Once you catalyze it, it kind of goes away. But once you build like a lot of mil thickness, that's when it starts to have that purple hue to it. And then you just mix it with that new flake, it's gonna pop and be a lot more brighter. I should have just went ahead and, you know, flaked it all the way to this end and this end. So I'm gonna show it over here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to keep what I have in the blue metal flake, except like two small spots that I sanded through and turned a little bit silver. So I'm just gonna dust some new flake over that. And then I'm going to bring my flake all the way to the end here. Obviously I couldn't have kept that color because it was way too noticeable in the shade, in the dark, in the sun. If I would have buffed and polished it, it would have looked 10 times worse. Here at Boat Rehab TV, we don't let that go out the shop because that's just poor craftsmanship. So we're just gonna go ahead, reflake, re-clear it. It gave us the opportunity to get this paint line a little bit straighter. It already looked better than the factory at first. The first time I sprayed it, it already did. This time it's really straight. Like it's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing clear and see what we can make happen. yeah, we'll just have to tighten it up a little bit. It's a little loose. So we got the final pieces going back in. Right now we got the batteries being charged up one by one. Probably need to throw a bridge on there so they charge at the same time. Over here, pretty sure there is a pin code, like you press start and illuminate the keypad, and then you enter a code in, and then the screen turns on. Everything's got power. I mean, I feel like it's unrelated to the problem that there's so many plugs that are undone.
Unrelated?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The screen pad won't come on, but everything else is connected. I'm pretty sure this is all like extra. I mean, I checked the amplifier, and that's, completely different color wires. Are we getting any voltage at the little outlets right here?
Not yet. We're still.
I checked all the fuses. Checked this little fuse. I checked all of these and the ones under here. All these fuses are good. And it's a little more difficult to do this when the manufacturer has very sloppy wiring. I mean, it's a mess, dude. I tried to clean it up a little bit to make it look like something presentable. Other than that, I mean, the last piece we had to get in was this anchor.
There it is, guys, all wrapped up, ready to spray her down, call it a day.
Got her all cleaned up now, looking good. Got the rub rail, old one put back on. Got the new one on order. It's gonna come back later this off season, and we're gonna install the new rub rail because this one's a little bit toast, especially from the incident. Got a little crooked here. All right, guys, so here it is. We finally have got all the sanding and shaping and refinishing done, all the glass work. You can see a little bit of a difference from the factory color, but that's just because it yellows just like the original color did here. And if you wanted it perfect, technically you'd have to use a high quality clear, and you'd have to respray the entire boat on both sides. But other than that, I think it came out really good. We almost forgot to add the cleat. We had to drill that last. So that was a challenge in trying to measure it up to be perfect to the other side. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Check out boatrehabtv.com for all your fiberglass supplies, Super Slick 2000, and other boat detailing products and ceramic coatings.
Peace out.